Zina from Honeybeats One, and today I'm going to show you how to make these earrings for the Potomac Bead Company. These earrings are made with the new AVA beads and they go with the pendant that you might have seen in the newsletter of Potomac Bead Company. They are not hard to make and they just need a few beads. So let's start. All the beads and materials are available at the Potomac Bead Company website. They have a flat rate shipping of $2.99 to the US and Canada, free over a purchase of $75, and a flat rate shipping of $9.99, free over a purchase of $150 worldwide. So the materials you will need. You will need some 11/0 seed beads. You will need 10 4mm Swarovski bicones. You will need 2 14mm Swarovski Rivolis. You will need a pair of ear hooks, 2 size 6 or 5mm rings. You will need 10 AVA beads. You will need a pair of pliers, 1 pony needle, and I'm using a size 10. You will need fire line in 0.50mm and I'm using crystal. And you will need something to cut your thread with. So let's start. We are going to start with threading our needle with about 1 arm span of fire line. You can use this 1 arm span for both earrings, but if you like it better, you can also use a half an arm span first and then half an arm span for the next earring. We're going to first pick up the first round of AVA beads with the bicones and some seed beads. Pick up 1 seed bead, slide it down. Then we're picking up 1 AVA bead and we're going through the first hole towards the inner side because we're going to add a bicone here. So we're going through it in this direction, just through the first hole, and slide it down. Then we're going to pick up 1 seed bead, 1 bicone and 1 seed bead. And then we're going through that second hole of the AVA bead, like this. And it will look like this. It will give a little tension on your thread, so slowly pull it through and leave a little bit of a tail. It will look like this. So don't yank it through, because if you pull it too hard, it can break the thread on your Swarovski. I'm going to show it one more time. So pick up 1 seed bead, then go through the first hole of the AVA bead. Pick up 1 seed bead, 1 Swarovski bicone, 1 seed bead, and then go through the second hole of the AVA bead and pull. And then attach them together, so shove them together. And it will look like this. Now you're going to do that until you've picked up all the AVA beads. And you don't have to add a bead at the end because we already have that seed bead here. As you can see, I've picked up all the AVA beads and I didn't put a seed bead here because we already have that seed bead here. Now we're going to connect it together. So I'm going to pick up the work. And I'm going through that first seed bead that we added and the first hole of the AVA bead. And pull. Keep that thread on tension, so you're going to keep the tail so that your work is not slipping off. And then we're going through the next few beads. So we're going through the seed bead, the bicone and the next seed bead. And this can need a little bit of wiggling. Be careful, you can better take your time because you don't want to break any of your beads or the thread on the Swarovski. Like this. Give it a gentle tug. Then we're going to pick up 2 seed beads and I'm going to flip the next AVA bead over like this. So we're coming out of this seed bead, and then we're going through the next seed bead, the bicone and the seed bead. So we're going to skip the AVA beads in the middle seed bead, but we're going through this seed bead, this bicone and this seed bead. And again, make sure that your thread doesn't break. It won't break very easily, but if you can, sometimes you just pull it a little bit too hard and then you break your thread. So just be gentle. And give it a gentle tug. And it will look like this. And now we're going to repeat that all around. So you're just going to pick up 2 seed beads, and then you're going through the next seed bead, the next bicone and the next seed bead. I've added the last seed beads here. I went through the seed bead, the bicone and the seed bead, and now it looks like this. Now we're going through the AVA bead and this seed bead. So we're coming out of this seed bead and we're going through that AVA bead like this. And then we're going through this seed bead and pull. Now we're going to pick up 9 seed beads. And always recount that you have enough. And then we're going through this seed bead. So we're coming out of this seed bead and we're going through this seed bead. We're going to lead the beads behind the AVA bead. So we're going through the seed bead and we're going to make sure that it's behind the AVA bead. Now you're going to do that all around. So you're going to pick up 9 seed beads again, and then you're going through this seed bead and lead the beads behind the AVA bead. Now I've added all the seed beads and I'm going to turn my work around. And I'm coming out of this seed bead and I'm going through the next 6 seed beads of the first row of 9. So this is 3. And this is 6. And pull. Give it a gentle tug. You're going to pick up 3 seed beads. You're going to skip the next 3 of the row of 9, so the next row of 9. So we're coming out of this seed bead and this is the next row of 9, and we're going through the 3 middle seed beads. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and then we're going through the middle 3 seed beads. Like this. And pull. That creates a little bridge of 3 seed beads here. You're going to do that all around. So you're going to skip 3 seed beads of the next row of 9, and then you're going through the 3 middle seed beads. Now I've added all my seed beads and I'm ending in this last row of 3. Now we're going to put in a rivoli like this, and we're going through the next 3 seed beads. So that's the first 3 seed beads that we just added. And pull, give it a gentle tug, pick up 2 seed beads, and then we're going to skip the next 3 seed beads and we're going through the next 3 seed beads. So like this. So we skipped the next 3 and we're going through the next 3 that we added in the previous row. And it will look like this. Now we're going to do that all around. So we're going to pick up 2 seed beads, we're going to skip the next 3, and then we're going through the next 3 seed beads. I've added all the seed beads and I'm coming out of this 3 seed beads. I'm going through the next 3 seed beads, or sorry, the next 2 seed beads. So the next 2 seed beads that we just added. Give it a gentle tug. And then we're going through the next 3 seed beads. Like this. And pull. Now we're going to go up until we reach this seed bead. So I'm just going to skip all the seed beads here and I'm going up through the next 3 seed beads upwards. So I'm coming out of this seed bead and I'm going through these 3 seed beads and pull like this. And then I'm going through that seed bead that is in between the AVA beads and pull. Give it a gentle tug. Then we're going to pick up 4 seed beads and I'm going through that top hole of the AVA bead and pull. We're going to pick up 4 seed beads again and I'm going through that middle seed bead that is in between the AVA beads like this. If you hold it to the side, it will look like this. Now we're going to do that all around. I've added all the seed beads and I'm coming out of this seed bead that is in between the AVA beads. Now we're going up through the next 4 seed beads and we're going through the AVA bead, so to the next side like this and pull. Now we're going to pick up 5 seed beads and we're going again through that AVA bead in the same direction. So we're coming out of this side but we're going through it in the same way that we went through it just now and pull. Then we're going up through the next 2 seed beads that we just added and pull. We're going to skip this middle seed bead and we're going down through the next 2 seed beads and pull. In this way the point of the star here stands up and then we're going through the AVA bead again just like we did before and pull. And now we're going up through the next 3 seed beads like this. And I'm turning my work around just to show you how it looks on the front. Now we're going to pick up 8 seed beads and always recount. And we're going through that same seed bead that we're coming out of and pull. I'm turning my work around because it works a little bit easier. We're going through the next 2 seed beads and pull. Pick up 1 seed bead and go through the next 2 seed beads. And we're going to do that one more time again. So we're going to pick up 1 seed bead and we're going through the next 2 seed beads and pull. And now we're going to pick up 1 more seed bead and we're going through the next 3 seed beads. Like this. And pull. Now we're going through the work again, so we're going through all the seed beads one more time again to secure this loop, because this is the part where the ear hook hangs from. And we don't want this to come undone. So just go through all the beads one more time again. And then we're at the same seed bead again where we started. Like this. Then we're going up through the next 3 seed beads. And pull. And now we're going to make a knot loop. So what we're going to do, I'm going to stick my needle in the beadwork. I'm going through my thread And then I'm going to grab my thread, pull the thread in between, not too hard, but in between the seed beads here. And then I'm going to gently pull so that the knot that I'm making comes in between these beads. And then I'm going up through the next 3 seed beads. And if you can't do that in one time, you can just go through the 2 and then through the middle one. Give it a gentle tug. And now we're ready to cut our thread. So I'm going to grab my scissors and just cut it off, and this one also. And it will look like this. Now we're going to attach our hook and our ring. So we're going to grab our pliers. We're going to open the ring. And we're going to attach it to the loop. And then to the ear hook. You can use any kind of ear hook, so it doesn't have to be one like this. You can just use any one that you like, especially when you're using a ring. You can also, if you have a different kind, you can use the loop as the ring and then attach it to the ear hook. It's just what you want. And then you have one finished earring. Now you're going to make the second one, and then you will have a pair. And it will look like this. So I really hope you like this project. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this project. Subscribe to Potomac Bead Company. Subscribe to my channel. I am Honey Beads, and I will see you next time. Bye. Have a nice day.